Hey guys, how's it going? Mario here. Guys, I am back. Want to talk a little bit about what's been going on since I made my last video pertaining to saving our children. The tragedy that happened in Uvalde, Texas, and how this is affecting everybody. This is affecting everyone. This is heartbreaking. It's gut wrenching. And it's affecting families to the core. But how there's I guess my biggest problem with this is the people that try to use this as an opportunity uh, to take advantage of this situation. Like Beto O'Rourke and his despicable tirade that he made in front of Governor Greg Abbott. And now, if you guys recall, like maybe 6 months ago, he had like this pro-gun agenda, and now all of a sudden he wants to change that because he doesn't believe in it. The thing about it is the Second Amendment, you can't change it or fix it or change your mind whenever it's convenient for you. The Second Amendment it's part of us. It's who we are as a society. And whether people agree to it or not, it's who we are. It's always been what we are all about. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, because of the Second Amendment, it's prevented a lot of things. It's prevented our government from, being tyrannical and taking over. It's prevented us from having a foreign country invade us. And there have been more than one country that has tried to invade the United States. But because they understand that so many law-abiding citizens own guns, that sometimes that would not be a good idea for them. So they try not to attack the United States or even think about it because they know the outcome would probably be a devastating one. But what really is pissing me off is the fact that so many people are using this as an opportunity to get their agenda out. Today, the NRA convention starts in Houston, and of course, there's a bunch of people that are protesting against the NRA. They're protesting against all of you who are law-abiding citizens and gun owners. And to a certain point, there needs to be a disconnection from what happened with this one young guy who was seriously messed up in the head, and putting the blame on every gun owner who owns an AR-15 or AK-47 or any type of weapon, any type of firearm. Taking that on us and blaming us for the mistake of one person or the mistakes of others that have made this decision. It's gutless, to be honest with you. We can't blame everybody who drives a car when they kill a loved one during a traffic accident or anything like that. I just think it's kind of ridiculous that we're going to that route. But one thing I want to tell all of you guys is that, although we are grieving, we are mourning the loss of these great people in Uvalde, Texas, don't let anybody take your rights away as a gun owner. Nobody should ever take those rights away from you. And I am sick and tired of these people that want to use this as an opportunity to get their agenda out. And it's irritating the shit out of me. And I'm being honest with y'all. It's getting to the point that it's pissing me off. And I have to say something. I think in reality, all of us who are on YouTube, we should be vocal. We should talk about what's bothering us. Because you know what? Every one of these Karens is out there protesting or gets on social media. They like to talk their mess. So why can't we? I think a lot of us need to start being more vocal. You need to put the conservative aspect of all the situation that's going on and say what you really feel, man. I just think that we should not let Karens be the reason why we stay quiet. We understand that many of us want to be the adult in the room and want to look at everything in a way that we feel is just and but for some reason some of these other people have a tendency of taking it to very tyrannical means. One aspect that I just noticed today is the fact that all of a sudden they want to change the what age you need to be to purchase a gun. So they want to be able to tell us that, nobody who's 18 years old should be able to purchase a gun or a rifle or anything like that. I find that shit to be very unconstitutional. As a matter of fact, that just recently was struck down by a federal judge here in California, because this is the same bullshit they were pulling over here. And a judge in the Ninth Circuit, out of all places, the Ninth Circuit turned it down and said that it was unconstitutional. Because in reality, you stop and think about it. All of you guys that are American citizens, as soon as you turn 18, what did you get? You got a card from Selective Service, right? And that means that you have to register with Selective Service and make sure that they know who you are and give that information. Just in the case of if there's a war that you are needed, that they're going to come and look for you. You have so many people that are 17 with a parent's permission, and they're going on in the military. So you're going to tell me that any person who's at that age does not know what they're doing? Of course they're doing, because many of them are serving. Many of them are doing things that they should be doing, and they're being adults about it. And I think this whole proposition that they're trying to go with it's stupid, and it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's very unconstitutional. You can't discriminate people on their age as far as purchasing a firearm. What I would suggest, and this is something I talked about in my last video, is, if you guys recall, I talked about how veterans should be patrolling the schools, as soon as they get out. Well, my idea would be that if anybody who is in combat arms, you're an infantry, artillery, combat engineers, anything that's combat related, military occupational specialty, and you get out of the military, let's give them an option. Let's give them a job. Make them school security. Let's say they need school securities in wherever they're going. First of all, that young man and young woman is going to have a job as soon as they get out of the military, which is sometimes a godsend. Let's provide them a job. Let's have some way that the Department of Defense can pay for them for 2 years. And then after that, if the school districts feels that they need them, they can pay them on their payroll. I think that would be a great idea. That'll be an idea that I think would resonate well with everybody. And my biggest thing is that you'll be putting people that are already well trained, that can do the job, and can take care of our kids, man. The biggest thing is that we need to take care of our kids. We need to secure. They need to be able to have armed guards in every school, period. No ends about it. It just has to happen. You want to prevent these damn school shootings from happening? That's the way you do it, man. That's the way you do it. You get some people that are highly trained, and you have the government pay for them for 2 years after they get out of the military. And then after that, the school districts can take over, and they can continue paying them if they choose so. They want them still as part of their team. It's a great way to get our veterans out and about, because let's stop and think about it. Some of us, including myself, when I got out of the military, I didn't know what to do, or where I was going to go, and how I was going to get a job or anything. This is a great way for them to get themselves integrated in civilian society, and at the same time be able to help their communities, which is, to me, is the best thing that you could ever do. But that's my idea. I would love to throw it out there to the Department of Defense, to anybody who's willing to listen to me. I'm willing to tell my idea and pitch my idea. And I think in the long run, it'll be a lot better. It'll be something that not only brings prestige to our branches of service, but at the same time, it gives our service members a purpose for doing what they do. I think the biggest thing and the hardest thing that you could ever do to a veteran is when they come back and they don't get the same type of responsibilities, or they don't get that same type of recognition that they did in the military, because that's something that they long for, and that's what they miss about the military. That's what I miss the most. So I think this will be a great idea, and I'm hoping that somebody will listen out there, and we can prevent these school shootings from ever happening again. Anyways, guys, that's all I got. Like always, God bless you. God bless United States of America. And I'm out.